Today we will be talking about holding companies, and I want to show you how to model money coming into a holding company to reflect the profits year on year, as well as how to distribute a salary to your client from that holding company. So from the dashboard, you will see that I've already entered ABC Company, our holding company here, and with that entry, a non-registered account is automatically created in the software. I have input a balance of $500,000 and I am going to schedule some profit to be going into that account each year to reflect the profit that the company makes. So I'm going to click my plus button here and go to income. I'm going to select other income and I'm going to change the owner of this income to my holding company, and I'm going to call this company yearly income, and let's just say this is $300,000 annually. Something I want to point out to you is to ensure that this taxation designation is correct. So if you leave it at the default, which is passive, just remember that that is a 50% rate. Changing it to active will lower that amount, but just make sure that this is set to the correct value. The second thing I want to show you is on the timing screen, the software will automatically assume that this income goes into the holding company for the life of the plan. However, you can change this to the retirement event, or you can double click anywhere here on the timeline to create a new event for this income to end in the plan. So for this example, I'm going to use John's retirement event and set that as my end event. So setting it here, the income will now stop in the plan when John retires. I'm going to click done, and you will see no changes to the cash flow yet because this is all going to be money in the holding company, which is not reflected in your cash flow. The next thing that I want to show you is how to schedule a salary to your client. I'm going to go to my plus button, I'm going to go to the corporate section and schedule a company distribution, and I'm going to create a distribution source from my holding company. I'm going to change this from dividend to income. This is going to be owned by John. If there were other people in your plan, you could click here and it would give you the other names to choose as options. And I'm just going to say John takes $100,000 a year as an annual salary. And if you go to the timing section, that is scheduled to start as the plan starts and end whenever he retires. And again, if you want to adjust this, you can double click anywhere on the timeline to either create an event, or if you have other events already in the plan, you can click on them to select them. For now, I'm going to click done. And you should see the cash flow chart has some blue in it now, as we have put some employment income into the plan. And note that employment income is increasing year on year with the plan setting growth rate. Next thing I want to take a look at is we're going to go to details year view, and we're going to see that the income distribution from the ABC company is $100,000, and that is going to John. If you scroll further down, you can see that the other income coming into the company is $300,000. On our expenses tab, we'll just see the taxes on John's employment income as well as the expected taxes on the holding company. And now I left that at passive so we can see a rather high rate on the $300,000 that is in the plan. Now on the investment tab, if we go here, you can see the contributions being made into this non-reg account. So the contributions will reflect the annual profit coming into the company, less the taxes, less the salary. The $300,000 less taxes, less John's salary of $100,000. What's left over is $65,990, and that is being contributed directly into the holding company's non-reg account. And this will change year on year depending on the estimated taxes in the plan. Now, if you want to see the difference between the passive and active taxation, I will just demonstrate that very quickly. If we change this to active and click done, we can go back to year view, go to year 2, and we can see that the income has grown to 309, and that is based on the growth rate set in your plan settings section. We're going to go to expenses, and we can see the taxes for year 2 are greatly reduced with the active taxation designation, leaving more money over available to go into the non-reg account that year. And you'll be able to see this grow year on year as you click through. I do want to take a moment to show you where you can find this. So if you go all the way down to the bottom of your dashboard, you can click on Plan Settings and you will see the income growth rate set here of 3%. And if you want to adjust it, it is editable in this section. I hope that this was helpful. If you have any questions while you're working in a plan, please feel free to reach out to support. You can do so by clicking the name of your client and hitting Request Support. This will open up a text box where you can ask your question and then hit Share Client Access. Thank you for listening.